The following is 4 methods to manufacture a chess piece, an ME 3210 extra credit project by the following people.
The first method used was laser cutting. For this particular piece, we traced a bitmap image of the rook geometry onto a vector and then exported it into a Trotec laser cutter to cut out a 1/4 inch plywood. When laser cutting, one must be careful to avoid too much flare as it will negatively impact the surface finish. The other thing to note here is that we took into account design for assembly by making a tab insert into the piece such that we could just insert the other wooden piece that allows it to stand on its own, as Walker will soon demonstrate on the video. For the second piece, we employed the water cutting technique, where an image was traced into a DXF file, and then we created an ORD file that is compatible with the WaterJet cutter to cut a 3/4 aluminum piece.
High-pressure water flows through the nozzle, cutting the aluminum, resulting in a high-quality surface finish. The third manufacturing method is 3D printing, where a 3D model is printed using a filament of plastic material that is fed through a heated moving head. When it melts, it generates the piece layer by layer, resulting in a finished piece. Sandcasting will be the final manufacturing method mentioned today. In sandcasting, both the die and mold are first to be 3D printed. The die then impresses upon the mold, which is filled with silica or foundry sand. At this point, polyurethane is poured into the cast. After several hours, the part can then be removed, though this can be difficult as the silica has a tendency to stick to the cast part. Sandcasting has the roughest of surface finishes and takes a lot of time and effort to smooth out. In conclusion, each part fulfills its intended function with varying qualities and finishes. If you have the time, we recommend 3D printing as it optimizes quality and ease.